Hi guys, Yelena here from Cosmetics, and today we're going to be doing a tutorial using only my natural organic line. And I have my beautiful sister here. You know her from my other tutorials. This is Irina, and I thought I will do something kind of springy, but because spring is literally around the corner and then summer follows, and we usually wear things like, you know, like pinks and florals, but I don't follow any rules, so you're gonna see colors that you may not want to wear during the summer, but that's what we're doing, so there you go. So we'll begin by prep. She already prepped her face. She does have a moisturizer on, so scrub and moisturize is the #1 rule for wonderful skin, guys and girls. And so for her, as you can see, it's really shiny and moist, so thank you for, you know, following directions.
I follow the rules.
Thank you, my love. So I'm gonna start with a liquid foundation. This is almond. It matches her skin tone. And I'm also, while I'm doing the tutorial, I'm gonna give you a little bit of like info on the back end of why I'm using what I'm using. So the reason why I wanted to show you the natural line is because this line is very, very versatile. So I'm sure you guys are familiar with natural organic lines, and I get this a lot. What's the difference between you and them? So one really big difference is that you get a few shades per color. So what does that mean? So I'm going to apply, this is almond, okay? I'm gonna apply this on her cheek. So the way you test it is by the jawline, okay? If you have darker skin tones, I like to test it here on the forehead, over here by the jawline, over here, and on the neck. That's where I like to do it because the colors are a little bit different than when you have a pretty similar tone everywhere, right? So as you can see, once I applied it, like in about 30 seconds to a minute, the minerals are hitting up on the face, and what happens is the color corrects itself, so I don't have to work so hard at blending. So now it's been a few seconds, and you can see how it is warming up on her face and literally melts into her skin. So I hear it a lot from my clients. Oh my god, I feel like I was airbrushed. Well, you kinda were airbrushed, because this is such a flawless finish, literally flawless finish, very breathable, very easy to use. You're more than welcome to use your fingers. I love using beauty sponges. When you use a beauty sponge, you're going to be wasting a little bit more of the product, because beauty sponge, like this one here, it tends to absorb. So what I recommend is apply the foundation and then just go in and kind of tap it to get rid of the excess. And so you don't waste it, because it is a luxurious product. So you don't want to waste it, and you want to really use every single drop, right, my love? So I'm going to be applying this. I like to use the 4th finger, the ring finger, because we don't use it a lot, so it is much lighter on the touch. When you're using your index finger, it is much stronger, right? You feel the difference? Mm-hmm. This one is, we just don't use this muscle so much.
We call it makeup finger.
Yeah. So here as well, I'm going to apply it on her face. I don't have to work a lot. I actually can wear, I'm lighter than Irina, but I can wear almond, it'll work for me as well. It's very interesting. You just have to leave it on the face for a little bit when you're applying it. Do you see, like, you can't even tell, like, I didn't even put a foundation here, but you cannot even tell the difference between the color of her face and the foundation, where it landed. So it'll melt into your skin. It's wonderfully placed, goes into your pores. It's just so breathable. Try not to squint. Thank you. So I'm especially around the eye area, you guys. The skin is very delicate, okay? The delicate skin around the eye, so you don't want to go in there and just, like, you know, literally like we love doing, like, oh my god, yeah, all the drama. So you want to just pat around the eye area, literally with your finger. Don't go crazy. And of course over here, because with Irina, and everyone is different, you guys, so I'm just going by how Irina looks. Do you see a little bit of a hollow space here? Not everyone has it. So when you have a little bit of a hollow, you want to bring a little bit of a light there, for her in particular. And so that's why I'm applying a little bit more of this color here, so that we get rid of that darkness that is there. And it is created by a shadow, so it's nothing like she has dark circles. She actually doesn't. Beautiful skin, but just a little bit to get rid of the darkness. So I'm gonna put it here. You see how moist her face continues to look moist, because we infuse the line with so many botanicals and so many luxurious essences and creams. It's really beautiful. And guys, we never ever use fragrances in the line, ever. This is a fragrance free. We use only essential oils. So here I'm going around her brows. If you guys want, you can literally go into the brow with this foundation. If you have very, like for example, she has a little bit of a lighter skin tone underneath the hair here. So if you want to be picky and you're not going to be filling in the eyebrows with any pencil, then I would recommend just grabbing a brush and just whatever is left just from the foundation, literally just go in there so that it strokes the underneath the hair, okay? And then it'll blend nicely. So I'm going to be applying it here. With the natural clients that I have, the clients that love natural line, not natural clients, we're all natural, hopefully. With the clients that prefer the natural line, they don't normally like to have a full coverage. They still want to have a little bit of like a peekaboo effect, right? Like, so they look natural. So the foundation was built to be buildable. So if you guys need a little bit more coverage, more than welcome to just continue building this up. When I apply it on myself, I usually use a beauty sponge. I just like the effect. It kind of like comes out skin effect, skin texture. So I'm applying the foundation. She has a little bit of acne scars, very minor. So that's why you want to make sure that you're pushing the product inside of her skin, like literally push the product in.
Finger, index finger.
That's right. So I'm going to be pushing around the nose area into every single crease and crevice. Do you see, guys? I literally put like 2 pumps onto my skin, but I don't even need it. Look how much is left. It's a lot. So here we go. And then at the end, you're more than welcome to go over it with the Beauty Blender. So I'm going to put a little bit on your neck. Not too much. So another thing that differentiates this line from any other line is simply because we use pharmaceutical grade minerals in our line. And what that means is if you have a facial done, any facial treatment done, you can apply this makeup immediately after the facial. Mm-hmm. That includes microdermabrasion, it includes Botox, whatever it is that you're doing in your face. That is, of course, not after surgery, God forbid, but anything that inflames your skin, this has anti-inflammatory properties. So it's going to be wonderful for you to use immediately after, especially waxing. A lot of my sensitive clients that does waxing on the face, I immediately apply foundation. You don't have to apply only this one. In other words, not just liquids. We also have them in a powder form. So let's see. We get everything. So this side also, push the foundation into her skin. Let it melt right into the skin. And then I'm gonna go over with the Beauty Blender. And then I'm gonna show you how I do the eyes. I'm actually very excited. It was really funny. Last night I was talking with my mom and I said, oh my God, it never occurred to me to do an eyeshadow tutorial using my organic line. It's crazy, you guys. The things that, you know, I create all these shadows and then I just sit there, use it. And it never occurs to me to just do an eye tutorial. So today you're going to see that. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with a Beauty Blender or a beauty sponge, whatever you're using, and just push the product in if you need to. You don't really need to do that with her. So normally I would put on foundation around on top of the eyes, but today I won't, simply because I'm gonna use that brown tone that she naturally has. Use it to my advantage to create a little bit of that depth with makeup. So here we go. So there's the line of demarcation. Make sure you're blending. You don't really have to work too hard, but normally you want to blend the foundation. So let's see, let me get rid of this color from my hands. Still a lot left, you see that? It's crazy. So use a little bit goes a long way. So we're gonna go straight into her beautiful eyes. Today we're gonna be using the pressed organic foundations. Let's see, let's start with a flat brush. I'm gonna use this flat brush. This is Angled Sculptor 66. Okay, it's very flat, and the reason why I wanna use a flat brush, And the reason why I want to use a flat brush is because we're literally going to deposit color. We don't want to air it out. So let's see here. So close your eyes. I'm gonna use on you. How about this one? Interesting. So we're gonna use Caribbean. This is like a really hot color, and not everybody thinks they can wear it, but I'm telling you, you can. So I'm picking it up, and I'm gonna show you with on my finger first. Look at this pigment, you guys. Insane.
I love it.
It is such a strong pigment. So you can apply it with your finger, it'll be stronger. So, but right now I'm gonna apply it with a brush, just on top, on her eyelid. Or you can go straight with your finger. So something like this. And it will create a stronger pigment. Oh, this color looks really cute on you, Irina. I'm kind of liking it. If I don't give myself a compliment, who will, right, Irina?
I will. My face will.
Oh. By the way, Irina has been such a huge fan of my
From the start.
from the start. I so appreciate it. Sometimes sometimes I hear like family members are not supportive, but thank God I was blessed. My family is very, very supportive, so I appreciate, girl.
You do my makeup, of course.
Oh, you see? Everybody wants something, right, Irina? So do you see her eye? Close your eye. And then I'm gonna do the same thing on this side. So again, you can use your finger or your brush, doesn't really matter. Depends on what kind of effect you want to do. If you want it to be lighter, of course, use a more fluffier brush. But I want to deposit, I want it to really pop, because we're gonna go with a little bit of a softer lip color. So here we go. Let's see. Did you ever wear this color before, Irina?
No.
It's something new, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I know how much you love something different, so that's why I was
do.
like, if I'm gonna do it on anyone, I'm do it on you. Irina is always game. I love it when people just like, I mean, it's makeup, you can erase it, right? It's not
Yes,
like it's
exactly.
a plastic surgery and then you go,
God.
well, that wasn't the right size. Right, guys? And if you had that experience, comment below, guys. So here we go. So what I'm essentially doing is I'm applying the most right here. I'm concentrating it by, you know, where her eyeball is, and then right under this area, and then whatever is left, I'm just fanning it out here so that it's not so strong. And the same thing, just keep your eyes closed very lightly so you don't create any creases. This is very important, you guys. Sometimes you squint your eyes and you really make it tight, and then the makeup goes on like like you've aged. You've aged in my chair, Irina. So don't do that. Yeah, because you know those special effects, if you want to create wrinkles, all you have to do is this and then put a powder over here, and then when you release, you have all these crazy lines.
Do that.
So yeah, and then what I'm gonna do is with the same brush that I didn't use, I'm gonna go and just open your eye, and I'm just going to create a bit of a, I guess, editorial look, right? I love editorial looks. I miss editorial looks. I don't do them a lot. But I'm gonna bring a teeny weeny part of it into here. So I love working on Irina because she has this big, big, beautiful eyes that she was blessed with, girl. When they were giving it out, you were really going online a couple times, huh? Yeah, I know. So I'm going to literally just apply it underneath. So basically what I'm doing is I'm accentuating the eyes, and I'm going to go easier on the lips, which is definitely not something I'm known for. I'm doing bold eyes and bold lips, but just for the sake of this tutorial, so I don't scare you guys off. So I love it. I love it. Okay, so let's see in the yeah, okay, great. So look at me. What? No, nothing there. Okay, so let's see here. I'm just blending it out. Okay. Let's see. Beautiful. So I'm gonna add a little bit more here, so look up. Actually, you guys, a lot of you know this, but I'm obsessed with like Korean culture, and I watch a lot of the dramas from Korea. And so what I've noticed what they do with makeup is this part literally underneath here, they like to accentuate. So in the United States, we have it completely reversed. We want it to be flat, and over there, they want it kind of plumped out, kind of like a kid's skin. So I'm kind of going along with those lines, but I'm making it a little bit more editorial. So here you go. So now, look in the mirror for me for a second. Okay, great. So now I'm gonna go in
Nice.
with this brown tone. It's called Bark. And I'm gonna just close your eyes. And now I'm just going to build a little bit of dimension so it's not so flat. Like that. Same thing here. This is actually a beautiful transition color. Really nice. You don't have to use it if you don't want to, but that's what I kind of wanted to do. Also, with this color, I'm gonna bring in a little bit of the purple, which is the Smoking Plum. I love this color. So you guys, you see how I'm using the same brush still? And I'm gonna create a bit of a smoky effect, like a corner. So I'm combining them with the brown bark that I was just using. This will give her some depth. This is also pharmaceutical grade minerals, and if you have sensitive eyes, this is going to be perfect. So you can feel free to go ahead and try it. I love this brush because you can draw, literally like draw with it. It's so beautiful. Okay, very good. So now you got like a very editorial look, Irina. And then of course we're gonna use a pencil because I love the effect of a pencil. You don't have to, guys, it's just a personal preference. I really like the pencil look. Okay, so now, nice. I'm just gonna clean you up a little bit on the side. Beautiful. Another thing, you guys, what a lot of people don't know, that we actually do not use any fillers or binders in the pressed shadows and the pressed products that we have. So you get a lot of pigment that was just pressed under very heavy machinery. So that's what we do. So it will feel like actually like it's a loose powder, but it's not, it's pressed. Now I'm just gonna blend. And I'm using eye definer number 70, and I'm just melting the colors together, marrying them or marinating them. So now you have a beautiful blend of colors. Another thing you can do is if you wet the colors, they're gonna be even stronger. And we also have in my professional line, we have a sealant, and you can mix it with the shadows and you can create beautiful foil shadows. Gorgeous. Okay, let's see here. Let's see. Okay. Now, I'm gonna grab back the Caribbean with the same brush. I'm gonna apply it here, right on the eyeball, and into the inner corner, because I really want that color to stand out. Same thing here. So much fun to play with colors. I love it. Mm-hmm. Especially when you have eyes that allow it. Okay, let's see. Okay. All right. Next, I'm gonna go in with a pencil. It's just a black pencil from the Natural line. And I'm gonna line your eyes. So close your eyes. I learned a little trick because I'm just always experimenting. Before I used to take the gel liner from the organic line and I would apply it straight. And then if something would come out wrong, it's very hard to remove because it's waterproof. And it doesn't come off, like to save your life, it just doesn't come off. So what I decided to do was I would apply a pencil first, and if I would mess up, open your eye. And if I would mess up, close your eye. I can always fix it and then apply the gel liner over it. And it worked for me. How do you apply liner, Irina?
Well,
Just straight?
liner. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I used to do, the gel. I mean, with pencils it's fine, but when it comes to like a strong gel liners, it's always better to just close your eye. Great. Line it with a pencil. You ever have that, like you forget the thought in the middle of... Скажи, what were you talking about?
Because I was just gonna ask you, can you repeat
the question? You're
That's
such
from the
a brat.
beginning.
Oh, close your eye, close your eye. Yeah.
It's fine, you should say.
Close your eye. Yeah, we actually did a tutorial with Irina. I wonder if it's up on my Facebook yet. I mean, not Facebook, YouTube channel. You guys, if you're not subscribing to my YouTube channel, you should be at NLA Cosmetics. We upload a new video every single week on Thursdays. So if you're not subscribing, you're missing out on a couple of tutorials. Just keep your eyes straight and look into one spot. You guys, when you move your eyes, when your eyes are closed, we know that you're moving it because your eyeball is moving. So let's see, look at me. Great. Just relax your eyes when you close them. Good.
Can they see me?
And also I pick up the eyelid a little bit and I go into the lash line. This will give me a little bit of a stronger event, a little bit of a stronger pigment and a line. Let's see. Great. The only thing, I'm just gonna make this a little sharper. Yeah. That's exactly what I was going for.